The show. I'm your host, Candice Bar, and we're so excited. We have Miss Renee Graziano with us. Hey, Renee, what's going on?
First of all, congratulations on all your success. I'm so proud of you, and thank you for having me.
Of course, the studio has definitely been a labor of love, and you got to get over here and get in the studio.
Absolutely.
But we've had you on the show before. You actually last year was at our Women of Achievement Awards. You did amazing, but your time that we have not seen you or not talked to you since then, you've had so much going on.
Oh, okay. So I have another grandchild now.
Yes.
Yeah, she'll be one on November. Thank you. She'll be one November 6th. My grandson's going to be 5. I'm actually leaving for Houston this Friday to film a little show my sister has in the works for me. So I'm very excited. I have a boyfriend.
Yes, I saw that. Can we talk about that?
Sure, absolutely.
Who's the new guy? Where'd you meet him? I'm so excited for you.
We met back in June, and it's kind of crazy. He booked me for an event for one of his artists, and we started talking like a month and a half in advance before I even got there. Before I even got there, he's like, "You're my girlfriend." Wow. And it was so funny. And as soon as we met, it was just an automatic. Wow. Like he knew prior to me getting there. I was a little nervous. Ooh. But it's been great. And we're headed to do a lot more in our lives.
We love it.
Opens up a strip club. Okay. In Houston called Slingshot. So that's where I'll be this Friday, actually, for the grand opening. So it's great. My relationship, he's a good man.
I like that. You deserve it. I know you were talking last time we saw each other, we were talking about that and kind of just so annoyed with guys and just finding a good guy.
Yeah. And you know what? He came out of nowhere, like literally out of nowhere. I was not expecting it. I always say, my plan was different than God's plan. Mm-hmm. And, we're actually really going forward and maybe taking the next step. And yeah, you know me. I'm like, okay, I found it already.
Give me the ring, give me the bling.
We've already, my jeweler's already got my ring.
Love it.
He's a good soul, and he makes me very happy. Yeah.
He does look very happy. So
yeah, he's got such a wonderful, he's a Cancer like I am. Okay. He's got the best disposition. He has no problems with me, with TV. He's very like, do what you need to do, Renee. He's not jealous at all. He's very confident. And I could say I'm in love.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, huge congratulations on that.
Thank you.
I'm very happy for you. Really.
Thank you.
So let's talk about, I know you said your sister had a project coming up for you. You guys have that club in Houston. What other projects are going on since I've seen you?
Oh, well, Mob Wives is going to come back. It's just taking a lot longer than we had expected. I mean, we obviously had the Harvey Weinstein incident and then the COVID for the past 2 years. So we would have been back 3 years ago. However, it's taking a little bit longer, but it'll be here. It'll get here. Yeah, it'll get here. And then, there's other shows for me, which with those I can't discuss, obviously, because those are all in the works. But yeah, you're going to see me. You're going to see my boyfriend. Listen, we all know that I come with drama. You know what I mean? And I don't mean to say that I have to make my drama up. I don't have to. Right. I wake up and there's always something happening. So, I'm still me. I didn't change. Although I will tell you that my grandkids have calmed me down. So I'm not looking to roll on the floor with any of these girls. However, I will if I have to.
You're not seeking it out, but you're ready to go.
No, definitely not. The bottom line is I've never seeked it out. Everyone has always pushed a button on me. Mm-hmm. And if anybody knows me, they know that the only way you can pull the trigger is if you do something to me. Otherwise, I could it is what it is.
Yeah, you're actually very cool, calm, and collected otherwise.
Thank you.
but
Thank you. How many people
it's
know that
there if
about
it's needed.
me? Oh, absolutely. On steroids.
I've seen that you've been traveling so much this year. You've been doing a lot of different appearances. You've been busy.
Amen. Yes, I'm working. So I work a normal job,
Okay.
which is for, and I refer to him as my brother. His name is Chris Barrett. He owns a place called Stoned in New York, which is a weed infused restaurant. So I'm there a few nights a week. I entertain, I walk around, I chit chat for a few hours. So I have that job. And then my boyfriend keeps me, I go to Houston. He's always got something for me to do in Houston, which is great. You know what I mean? Because it's nice to have a relationship with a man who still wants you to earn.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I can have whatever I want from him, but I like having my own for the simple reason that, nobody knows what tomorrow holds. So I'm never not going to have my own money.
I think we talked about this before too, but I'm on board with that because,
Yeah.
we as females, especially in this day and age, it's ridiculous to me not to have your own thing going on. Ridiculous. You have to have your own
Absolutely.
funds.
Yep. And he's very supportive. He's like, okay, what do you want to do? So I said, maybe we should open up a restaurant. I already have the name for it. He already found the location, and it would be going based off of my cookbook. So the recipes from the cookbook would be in the restaurant, which
Smart.
is exactly really what I want. I know, like, I love a room. You know what I mean? I love to work a room.
Yeah.
So I think that for me, that might be my next business venture, a restaurant.
I love that.
Yeah. In Houston. Everything will be in Houston.
Are you
though.
moving to Houston?
Yes.
You
Eventually,
are.
yes. Right now, I'm there a couple weeks out of the month, but being that the club is opening and he's a single dad. So I want to, put all my effort into making it a safe place for his son as well. And I have grandkids. So I'll be back. I'll never leave my grandchildren.
Right.
That'll never
I
happen.
know that's very important to you.
Yeah, that'll never happen. And he knows that. So we'll have something in New York and something there. So I could go back and forth. And again, I'm going to work here and work there. So I just want to, every avenue is open to me. So I might as well travel down each one.
And also this day and age, nothing is too far away anymore. You jump on a plane, you'll be there. It's really not that serious.
Right. What's funny though, is I hate traveling like by plane. So the fact that I have been in Houston as much as I have, like, he's not really fully aware of how much I hate planes. So when he meets my sister this weekend, she could tell him, like, do you know how lucky you are? This girl gets on a plane. Like, she usually kicks it. I have to pack a week in advance. I get sick like a whole week before I travel.
Wow.
My anxiety will be off the chart, like, until I'm on that plane.
Is it a control thing?
Everything is control with me, I'm pretty sure. But no, I think after I had my son, which is actually 27 years ago, and now with my grandkids, I just don't like the feeling. You know what I mean? I have, like, there's nothing that I would be able to do to stop it.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like I have to, it's about trust.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it all boils down to as far as everything in my life is, after having such a horrible relationship with my son's father, and then with the other girls or whatever, there's not a lot of trust. So that was one reason why my boyfriend and I actually bonded. He's got similar situations. He hasn't been as lucky in love as me. So I think we kind of, like, it's definitely not trauma bonding, but we both got a lot of bullshit in our life.
That's actually a really great word, trauma bonding.
Yeah, well, that's an actual thing, trauma bonding.
Yeah.
And that's actually what relationships should never be based off of. So although he's got his and I have mine, our relationship isn't trauma based. However, we have so many similarities from his point and mine that we're actually, like, first of all, we're such a good looking couple. He's so handsome.
Really cute together.
He's so handsome. He's Cuban and Jamaican. He's just so charming and so sweet. And I'm very grateful. Like, it's a different kind of feeling than I had in my past when I've dated before.
Yeah.
Like, we talk every morning and every night, like, well, throughout the day, of course, but first phone call is to each other and the last phone call is to each other. So it's grown up. He's older. Like, I usually date, like, younger guy. He's 43. I'm still older than him. But he has his one son. I have my one son. Obviously I'm not having any more children. He doesn't want any more children. So we're in a good place.
It's an adult relationship.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I met his mother.
Okay.
So it was
Okay.
really,
We're just
yeah, like
curious
it's
here.
happening. Like it's
Okay.
really happening.
Okay. Where would you, where I have a couple other questions for you off
Sure.
this topic, but where would you, because I'm sure you thought about it, where would you have the wedding?
Jamaica.
Okay. Very
That's
nice.
where he's from.
Yeah.
He was born there.
Okay.
So I already found that. I already found my dress that I want. Like we decided like at 3 months, we were like, okay, this is what we want.
Full steam ahead.
So, I put him in touch with my jeweler
Mm,
and they're working their magic over there. And that's it. He's really such a positive influence
I love
for
it.
me. He's, everybody knows I'm in recovery, so he's very anti-drug, which is so great. He's a great support system for me because if I feel some type of way, I could be honest with him and say, "Hey, I feel a little uncomfortable. Do you mind if we leave a little early?" And he completely understands it.
Right.
Like I'm blessed.
Oh, fabulous. That's actually segueing to my other questions I had for you. So, definitely we've seen that you're doing quite well with your sobriety and you're also, really working on your fitness.
Oh, okay. So I lost 27
Good
pounds.
for you.
Last year when I had a very after my father died, I kind of like veered off of my recovery and I kind of went through a really bad period last year. Then I had gone away in July of last year.
Mhm.
And I really kind of focused on it's not for me, it's not the addiction. For me, it's other things. It's the depression, which I'm doing really, really well. I'm off like all of my medication.
Good
It's
for you.
totally amazing. They put me on so I take 5 milligrams of Adderall. I'm ADD, ADHD. So all these years, nobody suggested this one drug. And this one drug works for everything. Like I don't have to, I take nothing.
Wow.
And I'm actually take a lot less than they had prescribed. And my brain just works. So that's been just an amazing feeling for me to have that get up and my brain be settled. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it
Yeah.
helps me
Not like,
process
not like
my
me.
emotions better than all the other medication that they had tried in the past.
Mm.
So, it's been a very busy year for me. I'm extremely grateful. Uh, I've
What
made
made
some,
you, do you mind if what made you like kind of snap out of it and be like, listen, we need to get this together?
oh, it wasn't that simple. I got in a lot of trouble,
Okay. Okay.
a lot of legal trouble.
Okay.
And it was like, they always say it's jails, institutions, and death. So I've covered all three bases. I had an OD back in 2007.
Um,
So I think for me, it's a matter of just really, buckling down and putting people in my life that are healthy for me, that
yes.
don't make me feel bad about myself. Because a lot of people in my past always made me feel very bad about myself, which built this insecurity inside of me. I'm a beautiful woman. Like I know that I can visually see it, but to feel it is a completely different situation. So I think a lot of people in my past had made me very uncomfortable about myself.
Mm.
So I started with the plastic surgery and then I did this. And then, my son's father was definitely an evil force in my life where my boyfriend is like, you're perfect. You don't got to do
Yes,
nothing.
don't do
He's
anything.
like,
I love you.
every morning he'll wake up, he'll look at me and be like, I could look at you all day with no makeup.
Oh,
Like, I mean, yeah, I never, when I'm with him, I'm never in makeup. It's just like, aside from my hair, because he's obsessed with my hair. He's like, leave your hair long. I cut it not too long ago. He's like, what are you doing? What are you doing cutting your hair? You didn't even consult with me. And I start laughing. I'm like, yeah, buddy, this is my hair.
yeah.
Um, However, if my hair long makes him happy, I can leave my hair long. But it's a matter of and through him I've made a really nice girlfriend that lives out in Texas as well. Her name is Lily and she's business partners in the club.
Mm.
She's wonderful and I've made some friends out there. I'm not really big on female friends, we all know that.
Yeah.
So when it comes to my relationship, there's no need to involve anyone in it. It's
Right.
really between us. I mean,
Right.
aside from, whatever, if I do television, that's a different story, which he's comfortable with. But, on a personal level, outside of cameras, nobody needs to be in my business.
Absolutely. Just the people that you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's your
Correct.
decision.
Yes.
We could keep you on all day, Renee. I know you have to run and do another show.
Oh, today I'm going to do Wildin' Out with Nick Cannon. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I'll keep you in the loop. So I'll let you know when that's going to be on.
I want to hear about it. And I hope to see you. I hope you come out to LA soon. I know you don't like flying, but Houston.
We're going to come from Houston. I'm going to take him up with me. I'm going to take him.
You're, of course, welcome in studio whenever we love to have you. You're always welcome on the show. And we are really happy for you. And everything's so lovely seeing everything come together for you. And you deserve it.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Renee Graziano. Love you, lady. And we will talk to you soon.
Very good.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Bye.
Glutathione is a big word. It's the body's own master antioxidant. It's a scavenger for free radical, bacteria, and viruses. There are no products in the market with the ingredient Nasset. Nasset increases the production of glutathione that's in our body already to strengthen and enhance our immune system, elevate sense of well-being, support muscle strength and endurance, cognitive function, and liver support. It helps with increased energy and blood sugar regulation. Get your bottle of GSH Plus from www.salvationnutra.com.